meant to change it to 0.10 and I accidentally just hit 1. So I'm in kind of heavier than I want to be. So I stopped trading and just stopped adding layers. So I'm not in heavy because I don't have a lot on. Well, I have a lot on, but I don't have very many trades. So I meant to go over here and put 1-0 and I fat fingered it. I've been doing some really noob mistakes lately.
So you're going the same direction I'm going. It just must be heavier.
It must be old. Must be getting old or something. I don't know.
Noob.
And then noob alert. That's what my sons always call me when I don't know what I'm doing. They call me noob alert. It's like a game thing.
What the heck?
Noob alert.
It's short for newbie.
Oh.
Come on. If I have to explain that to you, you're a noob.
How dare you take this sort of wisdom, noob?
I'm a level 26 grade masters.
So does that look like it's gonna break?
So obviously, what I'm looking at, and again, there's not a whole ton of market structure here, but what I'm looking at is, where's my annotations? There we go. Bring that over here so I can get to it quicker. I'm looking at is that, all day yesterday kind of went up. It's kind of trying to come down off that move a little bit. It did obviously 100% retrace this right here. If it breaks the top of this, it could run higher. But we're at kind of a bounce point on this. And we're also, for this downtrend that it's been doing all night long, we're also there, but it's gone sideways enough to where it could break to the upside. Or if it decides to come down, we could see kind of a head and shoulders move on the 5, where if it comes down and plays in the lower ranges, it could break down. So this is where this is a light zone. So you want to trade light. So that's why I'm not really getting into a lot of trades right now, because I've already used up kind of my position until I can take some of that power back. Once it comes down into here, like into here, I'll start getting into normal layer stacks. And then here again is going to be a light area just in case it does break to the bottom side. Yeah, so those are kind of my thoughts right now on how I'm going to play the market today. Just kind of wobble until it decides to break. Now we just had, obviously, there was like a bunch of tests right here. Because it failed that test, I could see it, coming down and testing the bottom of that range. So normally, this is the first attempt number 2, attempt number 3, and it failed. So if it fails on the attempt number 3, it's likely going to come down for a little bit. But I want to probably, as soon as it turns profit, get out of my big chunk so I can break that up. We'll see real quick what our price cycles are. Very small price cycles. Man, if it comes back up, it's going to break too. So if this candle holds above that 50% line, I don't know if it will. Wrong way. All right. So, Tricio, how did you do yesterday? I didn't even ask you.
Yesterday, I did okay. Again, on my demo account, I've been doing fantastic. Not so much on my live account, but no, on my live account, I've been sort of like hovering on the same place, up and down, up and down, up and down. But on my live account, it's been very good. I can very clearly see how I trade very different on a live front than the demo. Sort of like following you around, but yeah, it was a positive day again yesterday for sure.
Pops, how'd you do yesterday?
I got into a big loss, and then I traded marathon trade and end up with a $200 profit. That's what I did.
Well, that's always fun. The marathon trades. Now, what I meant by like earlier, like I think a lot of people are going to be forecasting this market thinking that, oh, it's gone past the dollar. It's probably going to climb back up. And I would probably say throw that out the window, like anything you have to do with like price and dollar and anything like that. Also, I did look at the news last night. That's why we didn't do that, because I didn't think we had any news this hour, but now I'm questioning
news events. Come on.
Now I'm questioning everything. Because I'm like, was it yesterday? I don't think we have any news this morning in our trading session. I know we have elections today, which can cause later evening, but when all the results start coming in.
Seems like the elections are pretty well known.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the Republicans get control of the House, then everything's going to be a stalemate.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to get passed for the next 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think we have any news. So, I mean, we have a small, little, tiny thing. It's
that news is going to dribble in over a couple of days, because there's going to be like people contesting what the outcome is and stuff like that.
Exactly. That seems to be the norm.
It'll dribble in bit by bit. And it doesn't make a huge difference. One way or another. Just midterms.
All right. So, because it's really not making a decision, I'm going to peel off these cells down here. Rather do that in profit and just wait. And it's like, we're gonna really get into a day where we're just like not even getting this today. It would be probably an Alveo day where you can make money less than 4 pips. It's kind of tough to sell in your hands, but I probably just look to peel off these trades just because I'm missing sniping. You have to snipe when it's 4 pips or less in this account.
Sniper, no sniping.
Sniper, no sniping. This, my friend, we might.
A lot of wicks to the down.
True.
Captain Obvious over here.
Okay, continue, please. What did the market do? You got Captain Obvious and Captain Hindsight. Well, I would have bought right here and sold right here.
What a
It's funny. Oh.
You just hate sitting and staring.
I'm gonna get a fourth try.
If we do, like I said, I might just put some buys on a pullback just to touch the top, or I mean, to break for a break of the top. And if it'll allow me to do that, I think it would be good.
That's one way to get it to go down.
We're early in that candle, so I didn't trust the top. But if it does stay above here, I might flip my positions because don't trust it to test the top again with the body and not break. So I'm gonna put. Oh man, that was just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. Probably gonna close out of this cell. I don't want it to run against me on a bigger layer. So I'm going to do two things. One, if a body does break with a buy, I'll get out of this cell with a bigger loss, but I'll wait and see if I don't get a pullback even just down to here for a little bit of a better loss. So kind of a risk reward. If it pops higher than the top, definitely getting out because I don't want to have that turn into $100 loss. But we'll see if I don't get a price cycle down first before that happens. Hovering.
What do you call that, Dave? A level 6?
The level 6 trade where I put a buy on so it goes down.
Yeah.
That's the level 6 technique. Feeling like it's going to break.
He's going to break up.
This might be my opportunity. I think I'm going to take my opportunity there. I'm going to buy in here. Peeled off that ugly trade I put on. You probably peel off these bottom feeders too. And as well peel that off. Oops. That did flip on me. I had to peel off that cell. Now it's going to break as soon as I don't have a position.
That sounds about right. Or as I close down some of mine to lighten the load.
Yeah, so I'm basically back to restart. So this is what I'm looking at right now. If it does break, it's not going to go very far, but could turn on us. So there's that break or attempt, number one, or not number one, but attempt. So we'll see if it stays above that. If I get any little bit of a pullback, probably buy in, but these candles, just the size are not very big. Seeing if it's going to come down at least 50%. If you were in Albio, I would have took that. I just don't trust the spread when I'm coming up against this right here. I don't want to be buying on the other side of that candle. Yeah, dang it. Didn't get a position on it. Okay. As that happened, I'm going to peel this off on a stall right here. And this isn't like an area where you just kind of move into a ride the wave situation, because it's got an action point here. It's got an action point here and an action point here. So I could see it breaking to another level and continuing to just kind of do what it's been doing, breaking another level, wobbling, breaking another level, wobbling. So that, now that we're right here, probably put a few cells on and just start peeling off profit at like, trading with like 2 pips, 3 pips of profit, whenever we can get it. I think that's what's messing me up. I think Doug called it yesterday. I'm so used to trading Alveo that I don't, that the sell on Alveo is over here and the buy is over here. And just whenever I don't think about it, I just click that. So that's
good morning. Good morning.
Hey, sleeping in, how are you? Good morning, Cliff.
That might be one good reason to put take profit lines on the chart, but like 20 or 30 pips out, so you can at least see
what's direction.
See if you made a mistake.
Because I
So
do
this
that.
would be the end of a price cycle here.
Yeah.
Right, David?
Well, you're at the end of 2.
Yeah, and that, yeah.
Really. So if you look at
So
this,
here's a light
4
trade.
down, 8 up.
Here's light trading.
Yeah, because you're at the top of this, this range here. But if it does break, another action point's only like 4 pips away to the top 8, but you are at a double price cycle. So I don't anticipate it to break on this temp number 1, basically. So boom, boom, boom. Again, just looking for just little tiny profit areas.
So you have all sales, right?
I do. I did that by I placed on accident. Okay, so here we go. Probably gonna close out everything right there and flip into.
I have one sale on
I just hate that, man.
light.
That spread is terrible.
Yeah.
It's just because the candles are so teeny. They're, not big candles, like 2 pip candles. All right, hold on. I gotta let my dog out. Bugging me.
Spread is wide.
So when I place a trade on my live account, it goes against me. Then I close it on my live, place it on my demo, and then it goes the other way.
Exactly.
We just need to switch that around.
Right.
I tried that too.
What'd you try?
Switch it around and go the other way.
Right.
Do the opposite.
So
Right.
do opposite what you do on your demos, on your live.
Yeah. I tried about everything.
All right, let's see if we get it to hold or break. So, because we're late in this candle, I'd sit on these trades that I have. Again, not really giving me an opportunity, or I'm not capitalizing on opportunities to build. And you should be. So because I'm not doing that, I may just flip this to a heavier position size, because I would have liked to have got into like 4 trades, but I'm not able to execute on getting into 4 trades. So if I can get into 2 trades at higher position size, like 4 trades, if that makes sense. So upping my position size, but still taking the same risk. Oh,
Wow,
well, that just means that we're
that's a slam dunk.
just put built into that. It's allowing me to build.
That's a slam dunk.
That's a Jordan Clarkson slam dunk.
Or what's that guy
People have no idea.
from
who you're talking
LA?
about. Who's that guy? Yeah.
No,
Are you saying
no.
LeBron James? Yeah, that's the crowd
No,
we're talking to.
No, the jazz
Who's
player used to
LeBron?
play with the Lakers. He's Gordon something. He's been doing some really fantastic slam dunks.
You talking about LeBron, or are you still thinking of Michael Jordan?
No,
Back when I used to watch basketball, Wilt Chamberlain.
well, I do remember Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem
so Jimmy.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Dr. J.
Jimmy was the first person in history to buy an NBA ticket.
Whoa. It was actually called the ABA back then.
No, it turned to the NBA. You're the only fan. Yay.
Hey.
Yay. What was it? New Orleans Jazz.
Yeah.
But what do you mean? Don't you go see basketball at Salt Lake City, in Salt Lake City?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy was a fan when the Jazz were in New Orleans.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
In my first life.
Okay, so we got this little, hopefully this will hold at 20 seconds because it's a little break, because I could use a little pump up to kind of recover on the sells that we took. So all right, so now where's our next action point on the 5? Like I said, it was like 8 pips away. Now it's only like 3. Crossing that, and then look, this still isn't into like a ride the wave situation. So I'm looking for a stall. As soon as we get that stall, I will close all.
I could get it to go down for you by getting into a buy.
That's all good. Are you nursing any trades right now, Pops?
No, I'm totally out at this point. I'm just watching.
Okay. Are you so the challenge that I had for you yesterday, did you complete your challenge yesterday, even though you took a loss?
Yeah.
So his challenge that I have for him personally is, if you're trading in LMFX, you got to watch your unrealized losses and not to ever let it go greater than 5% of your account balance. So kind of like running that rule, because you easily can if you just let your losers run. And you got to be careful of that, not to do that. So that's his challenge. His daily challenge is to not let his dollar amount exceed 5% of his total balance. Well, on open loss trades. So, and I'd say the same to everybody else. You don't want to do that. So I'm going to look at maybe getting into a quick sell here, but there's just not a whole lot of meat on the bone for risk reward on putting a sell layer on. So I'll probably just wait for a pullback and get into a buy.
For you, when would it turn into a what do you call it? A run-up situation when it keeps running?
Ride the wave?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't, because like I said, it's only like 2 pips away before the top of that. Does that make sense? And,
yeah, what I meant to say is, when would it turn into?
When would I?
Mm-hmm.
When it's a breakout of an out, when you have really, really no data left.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because it should bounce here and come back down.
Mm-hmm.
It should, right? And so you don't just sit on your hands and wait.
Right.
for that, you try to get out on a stall, right? And then you can recycle your trades and get back in if you feel like it's still continuing to climb higher. Now, we're definitely in a situation here where, it's shot up. It should come back and test this, but problem is that I'm not feeling comfortable on sells just yet. And there's not a whole lot of meat on the bone for a sell or a buy. And so I'd rather just see what the market does, wait for confirmation, than build into that. Does that make sense?
Right.
So hold on one second. Let me dog back in.
On the 1 hour, it has about 2 pips.
Oh, I also want to make a special announcement for anybody that wants to join us Wednesday night. I'll put an event out there, but Wednesday nights we're here for the next little bit. We're going to turn them into class nights. So doing more training on particular things. It's not going to be wobble. It'll be trading specific stuff. And sometimes it'll just be real basic stuff. But I'm using this for a couple things. One, it's sometimes I'll do the training, sometimes you'll do the training. And depending on what skill level that you're at, we'll give the topic to you guys to teach, right? So tomorrow, because it's so fast, it'll be me. I'm going to teach on price and time cycles, price action, couple different, my go-to strategies that I use with price cycles. Then next week, Cool's going to talk a deeper discussion on the psychology of trading. And then I'm going to have Patricio talk one time on candlestick and chart patterns, something that he's been learning. And then I think Jimmy's going to cover something. And then after that, I want to turn it over to anybody and everybody. So if anybody's interested in wanting to teach something or principle that they either A, know really well, or B, would like to know and get better at, this is a good opportunity to do that. So I'm thinking I'm going to turn Wednesday evenings at 8:00 my time into a opportunity for us to teach, because I'm a big believer in you learn through teaching. So
Nice.
I'm going to start doing that. And obviously nobody has to do it, but I'd highly, highly, highly recommend it.
I would love to teach fixing the trade.
Good. Is that because you're a master at it, or because you want to become a master
because
at it?
I want to learn it.
Just so everybody knows, if you're late to my class, you have to send me treats.
Oh, it's like that, huh?
You decide to get into this, Dave?
I'm just buying into it just because of the came down pretty hard, and it's a bounce point. But I'm not buying in aggressively because, well, I'm not afraid because the way the market's going. I just don't like the fact that I would have to get out right here, which is only like, barely covering the spread. So in order for me to make money on this layer, really good money, it has to break to the top. And I don't know if it's going to break to the top. That's why I'm not getting into this layer heavy. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So preferably if I want to build into this layer, I need to get in on the wick like we practiced yesterday. So I need to get in, I need to build in on a wick. And normally, guys, kind of furthering that challenge that we had yesterday, when you get in on a wick, it means you're getting in on a stall. So like right now, you would have got in on the wick. And or if a candle like this was early in the candle, you could build in that situation. So it's not early, but it did break that. So that means it's probably going to come down and test this, but that's okay. It just gives me a opportunity to buy in. Now I can start to build my position. A little bit of
Can build a buy.
or an action point to the top, hopefully, maybe even right there. But so now any layer that I'm putting on right this second is for profit, hopefully. Hey, Joseph. Like Jared, we could all train on letting losers run. I love that. Okay, first rule in letting losers run. Don't walk away from your computer.
No breaks.
Your losers only run when you're watching.
Yeah.
When you walk away, that's when you get that spike and in your favor, and you could have got out, but you weren't looking.
I don't
like
see the pain.
The other day, Dave said, "Yeah, I was able to fix my trades on the spike," and I'm like, "When was that? Couldn't have you called me or something?"
Yeah, yes, I would have.
Trade alert.
Perfect hindsight. I did let everybody know. Just kidding. That'd have been a perfect hindsight trade. You know that spike right there? You should have got out. You should have got out.
I would have got out.
Right.
It happened like in less than it was like a big 25 pip 1 minute candle. So it happened less than a minute, I think, if I remember that trade correctly. Yeah, go for coffee and come back broke. That's an expensive cup of coffee.
Right.
This happens, yeah, on Friday, 25 pip candle. Yeah. Friday was kind of an early day. If you weren't on the right side of that, you could have took some big losses for sure. Luckily, most of everybody I was trading with, you were able to catch Friday pretty good. All right, here we go. Now we got some good. I can build into this.
Top on somewhere here. So come down here.
So now what I'm doing here is I'm going to build into some layers for if it to come up back up to here, I'll be break even. If it comes up to here, be good, but I'm trying to build into a break even situation first, make money second. Oh, Norma's telling you where you need to go get your coffee, Joseph. All right, so we got a price cycle down. If we get a price cycle back up, it's going to put us right into here. It's 4 or 5 pips. Obviously, you're not Irish, Josh. Oh, without alcohol. I read that. Didn't read that. That's one thing that I've never personally, just never enjoyed the taste of, and I'm different, but I never ever enjoyed the taste of coffee. Just don't like it. Don't like the candies, anything that has like anything to do with coffee. I just don't like the taste of coffee. And then
That's weird.
And then people say, well, you just don't put enough sugar or cream in it. I'm like, well, if you have to load it up with sugar and cream, then is it really coffee?
It's no longer coffee.
Yes.
Larry, this is my coffee.
It's coffee with sugar and cream.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jameson.
The morning dessert.
But I am a sucker for. So I switched. I used to drink a lot of, I still drink a lot of energy drinks, but I used to drink a lot of soda and all that stuff. And now I drink the zero sugar stuff. And I lost a lot of weight just because I cut out all the sugar, as much as sugar as possible in my diet.
And introducing me to those sugar-free monsters is awesome. Really appreciate that, because now I'm hooked.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
You gotta drink what we call cocoa Samoa. It's the actual cocoa beans, where the chocolate stuff is made out of. It's actually it's like as pure can be. And so we take it, we grind it, then add, of course, sugar, and it's better than coffee.
I've had kava before.
Yeah, that's against my religion.
So I was with a Tongan, and he was making kava. And for those guys who don't know what kava is, it's basically dirt, but you strain it through a dirty sock.
Yeah.
And then you drink it, and that adds so much. It makes it taste so much better.
Well, it depends how old the sock is, I think.
I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm not going to taste that. You really do. You strain it through a sock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Ed says, I had two of 6 kids because of Monster and vodka. Love it.
Interesting.
Oops. The cocoa Samoa, that's
Did you try? Did you try, Jimmy?
No, I have not tried that.
I haven't
yet.
tried it either.
I had you try it when you were here.
Is it really sweet? Like really sweet?
No. There's
okay.
no sugar. I mean, it's just basically.
Is it dark
cocoa.
chocolate? Like dark cocoa?
It's what
I guess so, huh? Because that's like
it's the
cocoa
original
bean, straight cocoa bean.
it comes straight from the cocoa tree.
Yeah. So you don't put any sugar in it.
No, we do.
Okay.
We usually sugar it up, but
You got to sweeten it up a little bit, right?
you do, yeah.
Well, I know you took
but
me.
it itself is low in sugar content, right? Or I guess good sugars.
Oh, dude, it's good stuff.
I know you took me to a place here when you were out here visiting, to a place where you got us a couple drinks, and it was like, we didn't drink them, we ate our drinks. That was like unusual. It was like a mango.
Oh no, that's
something.
otai. That's
What's it called?
otai.
It was really good, but it was like I've never had to chew my drink before. But no, it's still really good.
Pineapple and all that.
Because it popped up, probably, and then just get a spike like that, I'll probably get out of. I don't know. Just see if this body holds above that, and see if we get a reversal. See if we run up a little bit. Just like it's just the size of these is just like, I don't want necessarily $2 loss versus $2 profit. I can wait and sit on my hands a little bit and see if it does give me that.
Form a little bit of a head and shoulders on the one, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
I should have got out on that stall.
I mean, here's our next action point right here, which is only like 1 pip away, and that's a pretty solid one. And even on the 5-minute, you got this right here. So I don't anticipate it breaking below that without a price cycle back up. But I could have recycled my trades. It's just very slow moving. All right.
That's about right.
Well, you back in, huh? I can tell from your voice you're back trading.
I'm very light, but I'm trying to look for a win today.
Jimmy called it head and shoulders all the way down to the bottom. But now I'm going to build into this position here.
Oh, I just like fixing stuff. It's fun. Low stress.
So we definitely got like a free
price
price cycle going right now. So what I did is I built into here for a pullback of this big expansion move. Probably build in a little more. Well, I guess that's where my layers are that I've been building in. And then I'm gonna definitely take some profit and start stacking some profit up. Take that profit.
Oh, quick order. Draw.
I took a little bit of profit, like maybe like $10 in profit. So you can start peeling off some of these higher trades up here. Seem to give me a little bit of a pop, but if not. See if this candle holds above that, but just kind of wondering, if we got like take a couple, like a $10 loss there, $8 loss. I'm wondering if we got like just not a lot of volatility or not a lot of volume, not volatility, not a lot of volume in the market because we don't have any news events today. Plus, the elections or whatever, so we don't have a lot of people in the market, a lot of market moving. Right?
Is there somewhere in LMFX where you can see volume?
Sure. There's always indicators or EAs or that you can throw on there for volume, but I can see volume by the size of the candles.
Okay.
When you get less than 2 pips, you don't have very much volume in there. All right. So start taking some profit again. We bounce up there.
Oh, quick.
Yeah. Just means that we're probably not going to break that top. And so we'll probably take a few of my losses right here as it reaches up. Just peel off those layers. And I'm probably going to throw a sell on just because we failed to break that top. Time. You gotta be cognizant. I gotta get in the wobble room here in 10 minutes. So we failed to break the top. So I think I'm gonna go for a sell here.
Real easy to chase this market.
Let's rephrase that. No, seriously, you should never, ever, ever chase a market.
I know.
What should you do? So to chase a market, what should you do? So I just want to
React.
make a point of eliminating that from your,
React.
from your trading vocabulary. It's
Yeah.
not react either.
No,
No,
I swore I was right.
I say that all the time. I say you never want to chase the
Take
market.
what the market gives you.
Yes, but
yeah,
it's more important.
I'm out of guesses now on the
Anybody know?
terminology.
Never chase the market. You want to what?
Have the market chase you?
Well, I guess that could
That's
happen
happened to me.
Pending orders on
Run, Dave, run.
run, boy, run. Oh, I failed you as an instructor if nobody knows this answer because I say it all
That
the
happened to me, to Patricia. I chased my stop loss.
It's the sub- I love it.
Every time I move it up, it comes up after.
That's
Not react, huh?
not react.
Dang.
Okay.
It starts with a P.
Predict.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never chase the market, predict it. What's the next move, not the current move?
Right.
So predict is not the same as forecast somehow, or not?
Nope. Well,
Okay.
anybody know the difference between predict and forecast?
Channel 2 weather.
For a longer period.
Forecast is a longer period. Yeah. Predicting is the next move. Forecasting
Next.
is
Oh,
what you
okay.
think is going to happen
All right.
today, tomorrow. Price. Oh, it crossed the dollar, so it's going to continue to go up. That's
Mhm.
forecasting. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
And there's a time and place for forecasting. When you're doing an analysis and you're swing trading or position trading, then definitely you want to add forecasting. But when you're scalping or you're wobbling, you don't want to forecast. You don't want to, you want to predict what's the next possible move here, right? All right. I wanted to build into a sell position just to catch this ride down. So I think I'm going to start peeling off some of my buys. Take you. Thought I clicked you. So it's kind of a balance between do I add positions or take off positions, and trying to do both is difficult sometimes. Bum, bum, bum.
At least I figured out how to get it to go down.
Yeah. What was that?
Just do some buys.
Okay. So that'll work. So like right now, Dave, you have buys and sells.
I have buys and a sell.
So why would you do that proportion?
Well, I wanted to get in sells here for the ride down to test this. And now if it does come down and test that, then I'll be looking for buys to come up and test this. But it's just not a lot of meat on the bone anywhere you look. So that's what makes this trading kind of more difficult in nature, because like, honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be trading this. Just because this is not a market that I like to trade in, where you just got little tiny movements. At least you're getting movement, but if you're caught on a wrong side of a 2 price cycle move, it can be very difficult, and you could see what's happening is you got to take your losses as opposed to waiting for it to come back and make them profit, because they're just not a whole lot of movement. Now, luckily, because there's not a whole lot of movement, you're not really going to get in a situation where you're going to be losing a ton of money either, unless it just spikes against you, right? So today's market is not a very favorable market to trade in, or at least it hasn't been this hour.
So how do you go about your day when trading? And what I mean is like you turn on the computer, have a look at it, size the candles and say, nah, this is not what I want. And then come back later and give it a try, or what do you do?
Price cycles. If I'm getting less than 5 pips on a price cycle, that's a no-go for me. I don't like trading it.
Okay.
That's usually a hard pass. Less than 5 pips. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
And another one is if you don't get any wobble, which you do, you are. So the up and down movement, right? All right. So here's an opportunity for me to get out of some of my buys right there. Take a little bit of profit. Break even. Just going to peel off as much profit as I can. But I know I'm not in like, yeah, I know I'm at a loss of $14 today, right? So actually I thought it was worse than that. So $14 isn't bad. So, but that's like, I spent an hour for a $14 loss. To me, the conditions aren't worth to trade in.
Mm-hmm. Would Alvio make a difference?
Oh yeah, because I would trade an Alvio 2 to 5 pips all day long, because then it turns into sniping trading, and it's really, really difficult to snipe trade here. So in the next 3 minutes, I might just show you guys how to do that. It's kind of fun. I like it.
Come and jump in.
So, but so I would trade the exact same way I traded today, which is just basically floated, right? Didn't lose anything, didn't really make anything. A $15 loss is to me, floating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So unless we get like some bigger price cycles, it's just not worth trading in LMFX.
A $25 win.
Well, Josh says he traded Alvio with 2 pip take profit and MT3. I gotta get MT3, man.
MT3, baby.
With a 0 take profit. Point. And you made 0.03. So you made more in MT4. What was your position size the same? Just curious.
No, the account sizes weren't the same either.
Okay.
But it's the same risk strategy math wise. It's just I could carry further with the 0 take profit strategy you're showing than the doubling up strategy on Alvio.
Got it.
Just
all
cool how to trade a little bit more.
Sure. What's your spreads? Are you with what broker are you with?
That's FTMO. Its spread is 0.2.
Oh, okay.
Which makes a huge difference for this stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I shouldn't say MT4. I just blanket MT4, and I should say the spread is what kills you for when you're trying to snipe. So get out all those buys, and then it decides to do that.
Yes, that's
part of the course. That's okay.
That's fair. Thank you.
All right, I got to jump over to Alvio.
All right.
So because of that, I'm gonna stop trading here. But before I do that,
are you gonna do the link on Discord?
I can and add the take profit. Yeah, we'll do 5 and see where that puts us. Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right, throw a few more on. 1, 2, and then I have to do it one more time. Okay. All right, guys. See you over there.
Yep.